Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Wednesday, September the 21st. Today is National Chai Day. So I think that's like chai tea.
I like chai tea.
I think I do too, don't I? Don't I like chai tea?
I think so, yeah.
I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. National New York Day today. I think I like New York, don't I? I think I like New York. It's National Pecan Cookie Day today as well. And I'm positive I like pecan cookies. Do you like pecan cookies?
I sure do.
You make fun of the way I say pecan, or is it pecan? Which way do you say it?
I say pecan, but
Pecan.
the way you say it just comes out weird, I think.
Pecan? I say pecan funny.
You do.
All right. Well, I'll quit saying it. I will say this, though. I've got a guest joining me today. He's a comedian, Brian Moreno. He's also a filmmaker, and I'm excited to visit with him. I actually watched this film. It's called Dreamland, a storming Area 51 story, and it's really funny. It's a documentary / mockumentary, and some of it, you know, is kind of a put on, but some of it I think is real as well, and I'm excited to visit with him to find out. I don't know, maybe I don't want to know which is which, but it is kind of fun. We'll chat with him all about it coming up.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Analysis of studies has reiterated previous research saying growing up with a dog can be good for a child's health and happiness.
I agree with that completely.
People at Animal Human Bond Research Institute, yeah, that is a thing, they say that scientists frequently examine how growing up with a dog can affect children, and they say some of the things are good, like this. Attachment to pets can promote healthy social development, social competence, increased social interaction, improved social communication, and social play. Childhood pets can be perceived as non-judgmental, confidential, and accepting sources of support. Pets can be perceived as presenting their feelings authentically in a moment when children need that. And growing up with a dog or other pet fosters care and responsibility. So,
agreed.
This group, funded through a study at Yale University, regarded whether interactions with pets can improve symptoms of stress.
I really don't think we needed studies for that.
And they said, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they can. Give me that grant money. That's what they said. Something like that. I might be paraphrasing. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know students who write their notes by hand tend to get higher grades than their peers who write by foot? I'm just kidding. I don't know how. It's
Probably
funny
just
how they,
recording digitally and
yeah, that
listening
must
back
be.
to them later. But I'm sure that's the case because you're retaining that information to memory as you're jotting it down.
But for me, that doesn't work. 2,000 parents, they asked if the preference for digital or analog studying habits in their children aged 6 through 18. Taking notes electronically, 34% proved slightly more popular than handwriting, 30%. Those who write with a pen or pencil, though, they find they have a higher GPA, 3.2%. Overall was 2.9%. Left-handed children actually had a higher percentage than right-handed children, 57% to 30%. So
I agree with that, though.
There you go.
I mean, I rarely took notes, but when I did better on the test.
And I would only jot down important stuff. I wouldn't write the entire thing. I would just jot down important notes. My entire notes from my entire high school would fit on this page. So then again, that explains most of what you hear said on this program. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Zac Efron finally set the record straight about his face transformation. People were talking about, well, listen here. They were talking about, he had plastic surgery. What did he have done? And da-da-da-da-da. Here's what happened. He shattered his jaw while running in his house in socks. He slipped and fell and broke his jaw.
Gosh.
He hit the corner of a fountain, passed out. He was knocked out, found out his chin bone was hanging off his face.
Oh my gosh.
The High School Musical star has been recovering. Facial muscles are, he says it's a really big thing to compensate for all this stuff that had happened.
Oh.
He's going under the knife and having more stuff done, but he should hopefully get back to normal soon, they're saying. And for those of you who are
We were
fans,
just talking about him the other day, too. I said
I haven't
it's
seen him in
been
anything in a while.
forever
Well,
since we've seen him.
Maybe that's why. The Masked Singer, Season 8 debuts tonight. All new format, going to be 2 unmaskings per episode. Apparently there were 1 before, or 7. I don't know. We've never watched it. And it's not that I have anything against it, so don't be mad if you're a big fan.
I have no interest.
I've been very leery of starting anything that has a lot of episodes because I have to see it all, and I just don't have the time. For those of you who are interested, all of the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Just as an organizer cuts the ribbon at the ceremony to inaugurate a new footbridge in the Congo, the bridge collapsed, leaving dignitaries and officials tumbling into the creek below. Yeah. So apparently things were not done correctly, or when they cut the ribbon, they cut the wrong thing. I don't know what they did, but I can only imagine that did not go well. So... But it was a photo op.
Why do we even have that lever?
Yeah, it was a photo op for sure. So hopefully they got some photos of all the dignitaries swimming to the shore. And
that's hilarious.
I hope everybody's okay. It's not funny if people got hurt. So
nobody got hurt.
I hope everybody's okay. And 50 Cent or 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather have apparently ended their feud, which is good.
That's really good. I was so concerned.
In other news,
not able to sleep.
Didn't even know there was a feud. So... this is interesting. The rest of what I have for the scoop of the day today is these are all like studies, which I probably could have put in surveys and studies and such, but there's like each one of them is just one little thing like this. A study claims that parents who share child raising duties have better sex lives than those who have one person raising the children and the other not. So would you say that we shared child raising duties when we were our kids are grown and gone now?
Yeah.
We kind of did, don't you think?
No.
I did most of it. Is that what you're trying to say?
How many diapers did you ever change?
I changed a few diapers. I have a bad gag reflex to that, though. Heidi was like, move.
Yeah, I got this.
She didn't let me do it. That's what it was. So.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Well, at least we know that now. 31% of guys have borrowed deodorant from their partner. I've done that before. Usually like when I completely run out of deodorant. And I look around, I'm like, oh, hey.
I've borrowed yours.
I sniff yours. I'm like, yeah, that'll work. And I just do it.
I borrowed yours, too.
I know you have.
It goes both ways.
90% of us no longer answer the phone when it's an unknown number. That's interesting.
Ditto, yeah.
And 4% of us are afraid to ride in an elevator, ever, for any reason. 4%.
I'm not.
There you go.
That's
Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening on a Wednesday. Our guest today, Brian Moreno, is a stand-up comic and he's a filmmaker. He's got a new movie out, Dreamland, a storming Area 51 story. I had a chance to watch this. It's kind of about the storming of Area 51, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a loose interpretation of a documentary, that's for sure.
I thought it was really fun. Now, it was not your idea to storm Area 51, but when you first heard about it, somehow you said, I got to make a movie about this.
It wasn't necessarily instantly. It was basically 22 days before the event. I started getting these ideas, and, sometimes ideas are really dangerous because they start to grow and they become bigger and bigger. And most of the people who I told this idea to, they were very clear that you cannot make a movie with only 21 days to prepare. You cannot. So that just fueled me even more.
Oh, yeah.
I got this, I got the production crew together. I got this wild cast and crew put together. And I kind of formed a story that the Area 51 event allowed to be told. Because the story, it's about a group of people that come together to this event, and they all kind of have like different thoughts and ideals about aliens and Area 51. And that's what these characters are supposed to represent, like every different color of kind of the UFO rainbow. Because even if you're not into aliens or Area 51, there's something in this movie for you.
Absolutely. And I'm one of these kids who, when I was a kid, I would look at the sky and I would see, some little thing that blipped. I'm like, what was that? And it was probably a satellite, but I would get all, hey, there's got to be life out there. So I could absolutely see myself in some of these people. But then there were some other people in this that I didn't see myself, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. And that's the thing that I try to explain to people about Area 51 and UFOlogy. It's like, as much as I'm a believer, there's a steep drop-off when you fall off the cliff. So I've just made sure to stay right on the ledge in all my years of studying UFOs.
Again, our guest today, Brian Moreno, has a new film called Dreamland. It's a mockumentary called Dreamland, a storming Area 51 story. And I want to make sure people that are listening know that wasn't something that you were planning. You weren't planning to storm it. That was kind of a thing where most people realized it was just a joke, but not everybody realized that.
Oh, absolutely not. Going into the event, I'd say a day or two before we actually went there, the government was doing a real fine job in trying to squash the whole event because they did not want people there. Like, they slowed down all the promotion on social media. They were threatening the people, the event organizers, all kinds of stuff because, one of the government's biggest fears would have been if a bunch of idiots actually did go to the gates and try to storm, and they would have to do something. Fortunately, nothing like that happened.
Yeah.
But the event does, or the movie does, try to show that the event not only was peaceful, that a lot of these people there, they were just fun-loving and people looking for something more. Because as much as this movie is a comedy and a documentary, this movie is about believing in something bigger than yourself. No matter what you believe, whether it's religion or aliens or me and my belief that I could make a movie with 21 days.
Well,
it's
you
just
did
about having fun. Yeah.
I actually had a chance to watch this. Usually I'll do like a little preview and then I'll kind of chat about it, but I couldn't quit watching, which I think is a testament to what you guys did. Here's the thing. I know some of it was like a put on, but I think that some of the people involved didn't know that it was a put on. And I don't know if I even want to know how many people were involved and how many people were actually really there. So again, to me, I would say kudos to you for making me not even know.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. And just so you know, like, all of that was intentional.
Yeah.
Like, this movie is kind of, it's fast paced, and I kind of brush over a lot of topics because I'm trying to cover a lot of things, but I'm also, most importantly, trying to entertain. And to hear you say that, I'm not only thankful to you, I'm thankful to everybody who watches it and gets that same feeling, because it was made to be a fun film, It
really was. And a lot of the folks that were in this, they did a good job. Whether they were in on the joke or if they were just part of the event, it's a fun show. It's called Dreamland, a storming Area 51 story. Brian, where can we go to find this?
Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, everywhere you watch movies, all your cable providers. Might even have a couple local theaters with it. But if you just want to stream it at home by yourself with some friends, everywhere you watch movies, YouTube movies, everything.
And I will throw a link to make it really easy. Brian, thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much, John, and thank you, your audience also.
Absolutely. Dreamland, I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A town in Chile, the desert Acatama Desert of Chile, in the town of Calma, it has never, ever rained. Ever. Never. Can you imagine that? They must have to water their lawns a lot. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Dueling is legal in Paraguay as long as both parties are registered blood donors. Interesting.
Oh.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A UK company allows being hungover as a valid reason for missing work. Employees are allotted at least 4 hungover days per year.
For a year?
For a year, yeah.
Is that in addition to sick days?
I don't know. Heidi's over here right now jotting some stuff down. That makes me nervous. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
55% of people yawn within 5 minutes of seeing somebody else yawn.
And some of us
Heidi is-
yawn just at the mention
Yeah, Heidi's
of
yawning
a
right
yawn.
now. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Donald Duck comics were banned in Finland because he does not wear pants. There you go.
Hey, do you know his middle name?
Fauntleroy. Yeah, that's not in
I
there.
just
Fun facts.
assumed that's where you were going
No,
next.
I do know it. All right, there you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi. Researchers show that people who do this on a regular basis are happier than those who don't do this on a regular basis. Oh, we need to do this more often.
Go for walks.
No, take naps.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally
People
down
who
with
take
that.
naps on a regular basis are happier than those who don't. Of course, because they get all
They got
them
a
naps.
nap.
Now I got
I'm good with that.
hankering for a nap. All right, Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A Minnesota teenager broke his own Guinness World Record when he opened his mouth measuring 4.014 inches. Isaac Johnson originally set the record at age 14 in 2019 when his mouth agape measured 3.67 inches. So he's got a big, big mouth is what they're saying.
Huh.
His record was broken later that summer, but Johnson reclaimed the title in 2020 when his open mouth measured 4 inches. And now he has now broken his own record on an Italian TV show where educators measured his gape open mouth at 4.014 inches. He says his family and friends have always known he has a pretty large mouth. He can fit his fist, a full-size orange, or 4 stacked McDonald's cheeseburgers into his mouth.
Holy cow.
So that's a pretty good-sized mouth right there. I don't know if there, other than winning records like this, I don't know if there's a talent that he can use that for in real life.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what. I'm going to just move on before Heidi thinks of some things. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Here's some reasons to be excited for fall, Heidi. It's
Okay.
like upon us right now. Tailgating. They say grilling is great, but grilling plus sports plus beer plus getting way too much competitive stuff going on is all way better. Another reason to be excited for fall, hot cocoa made the list.
Yum.
That is a good thing. And you know what? It's weird because we don't ever have hot cocoa in the summer, but we drink hot coffee in the summer.
Right.
So why not?
Yeah, that is- yeah.
Halloween candy. They're saying it's the only time it's okay to have candy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So as that gets closer, that's something to look forward to. Picking apples is something to look forward to in the fall.
Yes.
Holiday leftovers will be here before you know it. Hot soup this time of year as we get a little
Yum.
cooler. That's when people start saying, you know what, let's make some soup today. Pumpkin pie. You can have that anytime you want, but for whatever
But it
reason,
is a
this is the
fall
time of
thing,
year.
yep.
Pumpkin spice everything is around. Mulled wine is a perfect thing that people have at autumn parties and family get-togethers this time of year. And finally, No more hot dogs. They say hot dog sales drop way, way, way down after it gets a little cooler out. So I kind of like hot dogs, and I'm not a big fan of pumpkin spice stuff. So I'll just swap those two around and be just fine with it. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. All right, I'm going to try to say this name, and I hope I get it right. François de la Réfléchir. I probably got it all wrong. Nailed it. Nah, probably not. Anyway, here's the quote from François. Marriage is the only war in which you sleep with the enemy.
Oh, that's sad.
It is sad because here's the thing. If marriage for you is war, you're doing it wrong. Here's a little advice I'm going to give you. If you're having struggles with your marriage, communicate. Ask questions and then be quiet and listen, because that's going to fix most of the problem right there. Wouldn't you say, Heidi?
Absolutely.
Oh, we don't have time. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
All right. See what I did?
I see what you did.
She's my wife,
Yeah.
and I'm just a big old joker. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, take a listen to this story. Mackenzie Scott donates her 2 Beverly Hills mansions worth $55 million, donates them to charity.
What?
American novelist and philanthropist Mackenzie Scott has donated 2 Beverly Hills homes to charity, a total of $55 million.
Holy cow.
She gave these to the California Community Foundation. Scott, 52, donated 2 residences, their single-family residence, valued at $55 million.
Oh, my gosh.
The homes were purchased by her and her ex-husband, Jeff Bezos, back in 2007 for $24.45 million. Second home was purchased for $12.9 million. Says the cost of housing stands out as the most critical issue affecting the lives of millions in L.A. Prior to Ms. Scott's primary focus, the $55 million will be permanently endowed for grants helping regular Los Angeles people in need of affordable housing. So they're not going to say, hey, just move into these mansions. They're going to sell the mansions. Now, you might be thinking, that is amazing. She donated these things. Well, the $55 million that she donated is amazing. Her estimated net worth is $37 billion. Wow. She still owns 4% of Amazon after selling $8.5 billion in company stock. She's now donated over $12 billion to charitable causes, by the way. Earlier this year, she donated $436 million to Habitat for Humanity. Last year, she announced donations of $2.7 billion to 300 different organizations. So I think this is really, really, really cool. And the sad thing is, you go online, you read about this, and there's a lot of people that are putting snide, not so nice comments. At the end of the day, you know, they're going, oh, she just did this for, you know what? She didn't have to do any of it.
And at least she's doing something.
Yeah. And again, I think it's really, really cool. Does that mean that it's amazing? Does that mean that, you know, whatever? I don't know her. We're not pals. She's not donating to me. But I think it's cool that anybody
Although
who
if
gives,
she wants to, our address is.
I think it's really cool when anybody who's in a position to give does something to give. I think that's cool. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.